Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early February 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aries collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guides and spirit team, talk to me about the Rams in early February, please and thank you. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aries. What do you got for us, my guides? Talk to me. What's up with the collective here as we continue to press forward through the year? Let's go. All right, cool. Nice and quick. Beautiful energy to start us off, Aries, and I really like that, especially because I'm part of the collective myself. I know I always say it, but we have this lovely, abundant, beautiful Empress energy to start us off, which is really, really good. And that tells me even if within the reading itself, if we have some challenges, there could be good outcomes. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know what? Greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit more about this Empress card. I always get a little excited when it comes out. Now, it does represent that goddess energy, divine feminine. To me, this is a card of abundance. It's a card of creation. It's all about possibility and fertility. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. We see this Empress figure surrounded by the flora, the fauna. She has the tree of life on her back. So for a lot of you, this could be some really good blessings coming in, or now could be a big time of creation for a lot of the Aries collective. Beautiful stability. Now, for a portion of you, you might need to get a little time in nature, like reconnect or connect with nature in general. I know in the Northern Hemisphere, it's wintertime. It's a little harder to do that. But this card to me is just all positive. Now, yes, every card does have a little challenges aligned. This card could represent something that's a little stubborn. It could be a little stagnancy as well. But I'm not feeling that from this Empress here in the front end. It's just giving me beautiful blessings type of energy. And whatever you are focusing your energy on could really bring a lot of potential and has a ton of possibilities here. So that is a beautiful way to start off the reading. So we're going to put her down right there. Let's get into tarot now. And as I always say, the first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up one time here for the Aries collective. See what's going on, my guides. Talk to me. And while we shuffle this deck up, let's talk about last week's reading, my friend. It was titled A Massive Change. Now, to me, it seemed like change was the name of the game. It was all over the reading, like almost every single alignment. So a lot of Aries could be going through a lot of inner changes, spiritual changes, work changes, relationship changes. It was like everything across the board was at play. So I know personally, sometimes change could be a little tough, could be a little scary, but there was a lot of beautiful energy attached to it. And we're going to hope to keep it going this week, Aries. So let's get you these 3 cards out here before we get into the intuitive juiciness. What do we got, my guides? 3 cards for Aries, please. Quick, super quick. Okay, 10 of Swords. All right, this change does come with 10 of Swords energy from time to time, believe it or not. Could be an ending of some sort. Let's get a couple more out here, then we'll really start to piece this together. Because especially with that card in the first position, could be something from the past. Let's get a couple more. What do we got for Aries? Definitely not the best card to start. All right, so we have a complete opposite. All right, we have the 9 of Cups coming up right after this 10 of Swords. So talk about differences in vibe, differences in energy. So maybe something is for the best. That's a possibility. Let's get one more. Total swing of energy. They're like 2 complete different extremes, okay? So we're really going to need to dig deeper into this reading. We have the Star. So Aries, I would say it leans more positive, but there are some things we're going to have to watch out for within this reading. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, a couple of little patterns I'm picking up here already. Obviously, on the ends, there's a lot of air energy. Swords, and it could represent the realm of the mind. It could represent communication. Now, the Ten of Swords is a card that does represent pain, and we'll dig into it a little further, but we also have wish fulfillment and hope. So even if there are chapters closing or things ending, it could be for the best, but we'll just have to see how this all plays out, because these two energies on the back end are like wish come true, dream come true. So there's going to be a lot of nuance to this spread. Let's go through piece by piece, then we'll really start to build it out. Position number 1, we have the Ten of Swords. Now, admittedly, this is one of the tougher energies in the whole entire tarot deck. You see the imagery there, and the main consensus about this card is that it represents painful endings, rough and tough endings, pain in general. I always say that this card could be on a spectrum. It could be something very minor, all the way up to major, like feelings of betrayal and heartbreak, things like that. So, of course, the Ten of Swords could give us a warning to look out for, or it could just represent ending. Remember, I said last week, the energy that was at play was that of change. So when changes happen, chapters close, things end, new things start. So this card is going to have a lot of nuance here for some of you. If there was a past ending or a past pain, you could still be holding on to it, or there could just still be this pain within you in one way or another. I always say keep this as a warning as well. The Ten of Swords, look after yourself, take care of yourself. And the silver lining of it is that there's nowhere to go but up. Because you know me, I always like to give the positive and the challenge of every card. The positive of the Ten of Swords is there's only one way for the energy to go from here, and that's better and better and better, onward and upward. Now, we kind of get that as we move through the reading, because in the center we have the Nine of Cups. So complete opposite, where this one is down in the dumps. It's like rock bottom, lots of pain. This one is super happy and content. So whether this is two different people taking things a different way, whether this is an ending that goes in your favor eventually, or needed to happen for a reason. The Nine of Cups has our good friend John Travolta here. You see him. He's sitting there, he's chilling, he's in front of the 9 cups. He looks happy, he looks welcoming, right? He's like, yeah, come on in, have one of these cups, have a drink. So for a lot of you, yeah, maybe you're extra kind and welcoming in these times. Maybe that's something you're craving as well. But this is wish fulfillment energy. It's right before the 10 of Cups. So we have, yeah, this rough and tough ending or pain, but we have happiness, beautiful energy coming through. And it continues as we go over to the Star card. The 9 of Cups could represent emotional contentment, like being satisfied, being happy. So we could be seeing wins and victories. So we have a bit of a mixed bag thing happening this week. Remember, only take it how it hits for you. Now, a challenge of the 9 of Cups. Always watch out for overindulgences in this time. Overindulging in any sorts of pleasures of the flesh. This card could represent that sometimes, right? I'm not judging nobody here. Everyone indulges in different things from time to time, but this could be a little bit of a warning in regards to that. The 9 of Cups could also be spirit saying, like, listen, don't let individuals take advantage of your kindness. That's the thing with this card, because remember, it's welcoming, it's happy, it's like, yeah, come on in. So watch out for those types of energies in this time. Now, as we move to the back, we're going to put our good friend down right here in the middle once again. We have the Star card. Beautiful. Now, it does represent the time of the year we're in right now, zodiacally at the very least, Aquarius season. So in my simplistic style, it could just tell us something that's coming down the pipeline in Aquarius season, an Aquarius you're connected to, or someone that has those traits. I love the Star. Now, to me, it's long-term victory, long-term gains. Wish fulfillment, once again, when you wish upon a star. So there could be various different wins and victories popping in here. Whether they're attached to this 10 of Swords or not, this could be something turning out better for you in the end. I often say with the Star card, it's a light at the end of the tunnel. This is hope as well. So for a lot of you, yeah, there could be a payoff or hope in a brighter day. So you see what I mean by saying we have a mixed bag, because we have this rough and tough 10 of Swords that could absolutely be a warning, but we have all this beautiful energy accompanying it. So I want to dive deeper on it, Aries. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. Talk to me, my gods. What do we got here? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 10 of Swords here. Let's reveal the mystery behind that. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aries, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 10 of Swords time. Talk to me. What is this about? Remember, this is only our starting portion. There's still a lot of positivity or good things that could come from this. So the deck is being very specific. For those of you new here, I only read jumpers. So we're going to keep shuffling until one pops. There we go. All right, Queen of Wands. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm getting the big vibe of somebody internalizing something in a very, very big way. Now, it could be suppression. Now, let's go through it a little. I'm going to try to enlighten you on how this energy is coming through to me. We have the Queen of Wands. Now, that could represent a fire sign. As you know, us Aries, we're fire signs. Could also be Leo or Sag. Underneath the Ten of Swords, it could literally be Spirit saying, like, yeah, there's something ending for you, right? There's a chapter ending. There's something ending for you. Or there is some sort of pain you're internalizing. Whenever I see queens, to me, they represent the inner world. Queen of Wands in the upright represents confident beauty, sexiness. It's a really good card. So when I see it under the Ten of Swords, yeah, if there has been an ending or if there is something uncomfortable or a pain that you've been feeling, you could be really internalizing it in this time. But another good energy that I could pick up for this, for a lot of the Aries collective, is the endings, the tough times, the pain that you've been through has molded you and made you more confident. If we have this Queen of Wands in reverse, I would absolutely say, like, oh, watch out for this ending or watch out for this Ten of Swords energy. Big warning for sure. But the fact that she's in the upright, she does hold some sort of confidence. So I would say for a lot of the Aries in this time, the challenges, trials, tribulations, things that you've been through, whether you're going through them now, past, future, it doesn't matter. It's going to build you up to collect the blessings that you have coming down the pipeline. So yeah, we do have this ending. We do have all those other things, but it's meant to build you up in some sort of way. Let's keep moving over. We're going to get in on that Nine of Cups. Yeah, but yeah, there could be things ending, right? But these are important, especially with how positive they are. So let's go in on that Nine of Cups here, see what's happening for Aries. Why is that Nine of Cups in the mix? Really want to get to the Star as well. Thank you. Seven of Wands, so much determination here. So for a lot of Aries in this time, if you do have a goal, if there's an outcome you're wanting, something you're wanting to do, you could really achieve that in this time. It's all about your determination. The Seven of Wands is a beautiful energy. And notice, yeah, we have all this air. Now we have fire along the bottom. Fire, air could be very explosive. So for a lot of you, you could have a breakthrough moment or an explosive win or victory in this time, okay? All due to your determination. Now the Seven of Wands, sure, sometimes it could represent conflict. Okay, you see that person, they're fending off all the other wands there. It's like, yeah, back off. You might be feeling a little trapped or cornered in regards to something, but this is a huge card of determination, regardless of what spirit stacks up against you. The trials, tribulations, test, kind of like what we were seeing in the front. It's like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep going. So once again, with the fire-air combination that we're picking up here, I'm getting that explosive win or breakthrough moment for a lot of you that could come through in this time. So this is a very, very claimable energy right here in the center. It's beautiful. Okay, so once again, we do have a little bit of a mixed bag here, Aries. Yeah, for some of you, yeah, maybe there is a little bit of conflict going on, but I don't feel like it's be-all, end-all type of energy. Like it can be gotten through. Let's go over to the Star card, then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. So let's see why the Star is here for you, Aries. Good. Yeah, there could be a huge breakthrough moment for you. And lessons from the past could be what helps propel you through it, or whatever the pain from this ending is. It's like motivation, it's fuel. So let's see why the Star is here. And for a lot of you, if you've been going through a tough situation with anyone in particular, these energies are really good to me. It's like, all right, things are going to get better. So let's see why the Star is here. Okay. I mean, my friends, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Specifically for some of you, this could be in regards to what you do for work, what you do for a living, dedication. We have all this effort along the bottom. We have all this confidence, this effort. Now, the Eight of Pentacles underneath the Star, yeah, if you are trying to find a new line of work, or this could be attached to doing something for a living, Spirit is saying, like, yeah, now could be a good time to test the waters for you. So this is really good. I like this intuitive vibe. But once again, it's that diligence. It's that push. It's that work ethic. Now, as an Aries myself, I know when we're motivated to do something, we'll move mountains to make it happen. And with the Seven of Wands, now the Eight of Pentacles, like there is no stopping this energy. So for some of the Aries in this time, maybe Spirit's telling you like, hey, follow through on something. Don't say you're going to do it. I mean, we get a bad reputation sometimes as Aries of starting things and not always finishing them, but there's something here connected to this explosive winter breakthrough and following through with something to get the most optimal result. I'm seeing so many victories within the back end of this spread, specifically monetary and work for a lot of you. So once again, beautiful claimable energy on the back end. We just have to watch out for this Ten of Swords in the beginning, but there is hope. Okay, so I could absolutely see rewards, hard work being rewarded, things paying off for you in the end. This is really, really lovely energy right here on the back. So let's go through and do a quick little recap, Aries. Lots of stuff that you could claim from this week's reading. But if you kindly look in the box before the shadow card, position number 1, this is where it was a little bit dicey. We have the Ten of Swords with the Queen of Wands, the fire, air. It's like more than half of the spread here. I did say, yeah, there could be certain things ending for you. There could be things going out, whether it is connections, whether it's other fire signs, whatever it might be. Chapters could be closing. For a portion of you could be internalizing some sort of pain still, okay? Whatever it is you've been going through, you could be internalizing it, suppressing it in one way or another. Not the best way for Aries to deal with things, right? Because eventually it'll boil over. But another thing I was picking up here is learning from the past, learning from past mistakes, learning from endings, learning from pain to help push you forward. In the center, we have the Nine of Cups with the Seven of Wands. Now, yeah, there could be a little conflict happening. Doesn't feel like a deal breaker here. For a lot of you, I feel some sort of explosive win or breakthrough here. Love it. There's a lot of diligence. There's a lot of passion within this. It's what I'd expect to see in an Aries reading. Moving to the back end, we have the Star card with the Eight of Pentacles. I did say for a lot of you now would be a great time for work-related things. Find new areas of work, chasing your passions. Another portion of, yeah, the wish fulfillment energy, the wins, the rewards, the blessings. It's all here on the back end. But you need some sort of fuel, and there's something connected to your follow-through. So Spirit is saying, like, if you start something, finish it. Go all in. Double down. So that's what we have here, Aries. Very interesting reading. Please take a screenshot. Let's get you a shadow card here. Let's see what's in the shadows for Aries. Really, really like this week's reading for you. So shuffle it up one time, see what's happening in the shadows for Aries. And yes, my friends, I always like to pull one of these at the very end just to take a little peek. As you know, shadow cards, they don't always have to be a challenge. It could just be something within you. Maybe it's something linked to this or something you don't quite see, right? So let's get you one to tie this reading up in a nice, neat little bow. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments. It's a beautiful way to support the channel. Obviously, no pressure. But let's get you one shadow card here, Aries. What do we got in the shadows? Thank you. Okay, Knight of Cups, something connected to romance and emotion here, or romantic connections. Now, the Knight of Cups is Prince Charming. It's lover boy type of energy, lover boy or gal, however you want to put it. Now, if you're not connected to a water sign, if there aren't romantic things that you're still processing or dealing with, the Knight of Cups is all about creativity and emotional outlets. This could also be conversation. Remember, the Knights could also be messengers, just like the Pages. So for a portion of you, yeah, there might be some sort of emotional talk coming up, or one that needs to be had when we have the Knight of Cups. And for some of you, yeah, there could be some sort of emotion or feeling that you're still processing or working through, specifically if it's in the romance realm when this Knight of Cups is here. Could also be something tied to that you don't see coming. So there could be developments in any sort of romantic connections that you're dealing with in this time. They could develop in ways that you don't expect, hopefully for the best. Because remember, we did see a lot of positive in this week's reading. So I like that as a shadow card, Aries. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the February subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the January subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's fire and air sign readings. But before we jump into this month's subscriber surprise, I just have a couple of really quick announcements. First and foremost, if you've been trying to hunt me down for a personal reading, my digital calendar is now up on mastermetaphysics.com. You can find that down in the description. So it has all the information if you'd like to book a personal reading with me. Second, I also opened up a P.O. box. I know a lot of people have been wanting to write me or send me various different things. That is also in the description. I'll be doing an update on Master Metaphysics later this week with a bunch of goodies like the pendants, crystal bracelets, and things like that. But for the February subscriber surprise, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my go-to decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot suit vibes with you the best. Is it the fiery wands? Is it the earthy pentacles, the emotional cups, or the logical swords? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of February, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you again soon.